Ready? Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is he is in what's called side control or cross side. So basically his knees are on the side of your body. He has a hold of my wrists, right? So I'm going to have you turn just a little bit. So a couple things. Number one is there's this huge hole of space right here. I want to take that up, right? I'm not so concerned about how he's controlling my arms. What I am concerned about is that he can control my body through this space by just putting more weight and pressure on me, right? If he goes chest to chest, now all of a sudden you're in a much worse position, especially if you're smaller than the person who's doing this to you. So what I want to do is that shrimping action we covered earlier. I shrimp out a little bit, my shin comes into his belly. Oftentimes what they do is they continue putting pressure on you because they want to control you. So we're here. What I want to do is strip this hand. So one thing I do is I turn my thumb in between his thumb and forefinger, just like we did on some subsequent videos. I probably just unplugged myself. We good? So this hand, I'm going to take my thumb, I'm going to twist it towards his thumb and forefinger, just like standing techniques that we covered earlier, right? And I continue to pull, and you notice as my elbow goes towards him, he just lowers his arm. So in order to stop that, I put my shin right in the crook of his elbow. As I twist, push with my hips, pull with this hand. Now you notice it's stripped, then I just replace this foot on his chest and I push him back, right? So once again, I'm here, I about come in, take up that space. Shin goes into the crook of his arm, twist my wrist here. As I push and pull, this gets this hand loose. Foot comes around inside, right on his chest. I push him back, and then I would scoot to a standing position. So again, we're here. Boom. Sometimes if their arms are really long or they have my arm held back further, I still take the space and put my foot into the crook of his arm here, and I do the same technique. I push and pull. Now, could I kick him in the face? Absolutely, right? But the idea is to get him back and off from you so you can get the heck out of there, right? So I replace here. I can also put both feet on here and launch them, right? Boom, as I continue to get up. So, another thing that could happen is I shrimp and take this space. He continues here, right? He goes to punch me, so he lets go. If he lets go here, I go to the opposite side and I basically hook onto his tricep. So once again, so we're here, he lets go with this hand, boom, here. If he lets go with the other hand, my hand comes up, my shin comes up, I hook this hand, grab a hold of his tricep, put pressure, just a little bit of pressure is fine. Now you notice how his body's tilted. It's very easy at this point to just continue to throw him in this way. I can grab or trap his arm, right? Or I just basically go up here, and you notice here I'm on his other arm again, and I'm controlling this arm. I can hit him from this perspective, control the head again, rock the foot up to this position, right? Put pressure on his head, or work your way down to his other bicep here, and get up. Let's try another angle. Take the space here with your shin or with your foot, right? Push, put your foot on his chest and push him off. You'll notice oftentimes I won't have to worry about this other wrist being held because oftentimes he lets go of it because his concentration is on his other body parts at this point. So the other one, I shrimp, I come in here, my knee's coming up, he lets go to punch me. Arm comes up, leg comes up, you notice, right? So I'm here, boom, and I intercept his incoming arm. I go for the tricep above his elbow, and I pull it towards my shin, and I push my hip towards his bicep. So here, his body is already tilted this way. If he tries to right himself by going this way, I just continue this way. Should look familiar. You all right? Mm-hmm. Smile for the camera. All right, so I'm here, boom. All right. Again, if you start to get nasty, put a little pressure on them. And you're up. It's probably good for that. You get the idea. Try it with your partner and see what you come up with, okay?